Welcome back to AI and Authenticity. We're so grateful you're here for another episode. If you're new, hi, I'm Abigail, and I'm here with my amazing co host, Sammy. We're all about helping you build a freedom first business using AI and real, authentic strategies.
Today's topic is one we get asked about all the time. How do you actually get leads and clients online without spending a fortune on ads, feeling spammy, or burning out?
Exactly. Let's be honest, social feeds are noisy. Algorithms are changing every day, and it's easy to feel invisible if you're just trying to do more to get noticed. But here's the good news: you don't need a big budget or a huge following to start attracting the right people.
If you've ever felt frustrated by cold DMs, overwhelmed by paid ad strategies, or just want a more genuine way to connect and grow, this episode is for you.
We're sharing our favorite organic lead generation strategies, real examples, and a step by step plan you can start using right now to fuel your business with zero paid ads. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's get real for a second. Paid ads are everywhere. You can't scroll for more than 5 seconds without seeing some secret formula for getting clients overnight. And we've both tried them, right, Sammy?
Oh, definitely. I remember running my very first Facebook ad. I watched the budget tick away, refreshing the screen every hour, hoping to see leads roll in. But what actually happened? A lot of empty clicks, a few random messages, and no real clients. I felt a bit embarrassed, like I'd missed something everyone else seemed to know.
And you are not alone. I spent money on ads early in my business too. Honestly, it felt like gambling. One week, you might get some interest, but the next week, you're just shouting into the void. It's stressful, unpredictable, and most of all, it can make you doubt yourself. The worst part is when you start thinking, if ads aren't working for me, maybe I'm just not cut out for this.
Exactly. And then there's the trend chasing. It's exhausting trying to keep up. One day it's all about TikTok, then it's Instagram Reels, then it's Threads or whatever the latest platform is. We end up spreading ourselves thin, never really connecting with anyone, and feeling like we're always behind.
And let's be honest, the promise of overnight results is everywhere. But here's the thing: those stories are rare, and they often leave out the messy middle. For most coaches, service providers, and course creators, throwing money at ads or chasing trends doesn't build real trust or a sustainable business.
Right, there's nothing wrong with experimenting, but if you're relying on ads or chasing what's hot, you're always at the mercy of algorithms, rising costs, or some new must-do tactic. That's not freedom, that's just more stress.
So, if you've ever felt like you're just a number in someone else's audience, or like you're invisible online unless you pay to play, you're not alone. That's why we believe in organic lead generation, because it puts you back in the driver's seat and helps you attract people who actually want what you offer. So let's shift gears and talk about what actually does work when it comes to attracting leads without relying on paid ads or chasing the latest algorithm update. For us, it always comes back to a few core principles that never go out of style.
The first is authenticity. I know it's a buzzword, but hear us out. People are craving real connection online more than ever. When you show up as yourself, sharing your story, your struggles, your wins, you become relatable, trustworthy, and memorable. That's the foundation of organic lead gen.
And that means ditching the I have it all together act. Some of my best lead generating posts have come from sharing real lessons learned or even mistakes. People want to know you get what they are going through. They want a human to connect with, not just another sales pitch.
Second, you have to show up consistently. This doesn't mean you have to post every single day, but you do need to be visible and active wherever your ideal clients spend their time. That could be Facebook groups, LinkedIn, Instagram, or even your email list. Consistency builds trust and keeps you top of mind.
Absolutely. It's like planting seeds. You might not see results right away, but every genuine comment, every value packed post, and every supportive DM is building your reputation and your network. The people who follow you are watching, even if they aren't liking or commenting at first. Trust builds in the background.
The next principle is value-first marketing. Instead of thinking, how can I get clients? Ask, how can I help? The more you solve problems, share resources, and empower your audience, the more you naturally attract people who want to work with you. It's about giving first, selling later.
And value doesn't always mean giving away free trainings or endless tips. Sometimes value is simply listening, answering a question in a group, or sharing your unique perspective on a trending topic. When you show up with generosity and integrity, the leads come, sometimes in surprising ways.
Here's another one, relationship building. Organic-led Gene is all about building real two-way connections. That might mean DMing someone who left a thoughtful comment, hopping on a virtual coffee chat, or collaborating on a piece of content. Focus on connection, not just conversion.
And the last piece, invitation, not obligation. Instead of begging people to buy, invite them to take the next step with you, whether that's joining your free Facebook group, grabbing a lead magnet, or booking a discovery call. You're extending an invitation to keep the conversation going.
To sum it up, authenticity, consistency, value-first marketing, real relationships, and warm invitations. These are the core principles that make organic lead generation sustainable, and honestly, a lot more fun.
Let's break down exactly what organic lead generation looks like in real life. We'll each share a few specific strategies we use and the stories behind how they actually brought in new leads and clients. First up, let's talk about content that actually connects, not just fills your feed. I remember posting a story about how I overcame my fear of selling, and instead of pitching, I just shared what changed for me. That post had more DMS than anything else that month.
The lesson, vulnerability and storytelling build real conversations.
Tips: share wins and struggles. Ask open ended questions in your captions. Have you ever felt this way? Use call to actions like DM me if this resonates or reply with your experience.
One of the most powerful, yet overlooked, ways to grow your audience and generate warm leads organically is through intentional networking and collaborations. And here's the thing. You don't have to do it alone or even leave your favorite online spaces.
Absolutely. I belong to several Facebook and LinkedIn groups that are specifically designed to help entrepreneurs connect and collaborate. Some of these groups actually run weekly collaboration posts, basically a dedicated thread where members can comment with who or what they are looking for. For example, maybe you're searching for someone to do a podcast swap, guest teach in your membership, or partner on a challenge. You simply drop your info and see who responds, or reach out to people whose comments fit what you need.
I love that. It's such a simple way to create new connections and opportunities without being pushy or salesy. I've personally connected with podcast guests, landed guest blog spots, and even swapped email features, all from those weekly collab threads.
And what's great is that these posts are built in permission to reach out. You know, everyone there is open to collaboration, so the energy is super positive. Plus, these relationships usually lead to referrals and shared audiences that money can't buy. Tips: look for groups with regular collaboration or promo threads and join the conversation consistently. Don't just pitch, offer genuine value or partnership ideas. Follow up via DM with people whose offers or needs align with yours. When you land a collaboration, share the results in the group to build more visibility and credibility.
If you're not in any of these groups yet, now's the perfect time to find one. And if you're in our Facebook community, Drop your own collab ideas or what you're looking for. Let's support each other and grow together. C. Leveraging free tools and AI.
You don't need fancy CRMs or expensive software to keep track of your leads. I use a free Google Sheet to note who's engaging with my content and then use ChatGPT to personalize my follow-ups, like suggesting a helpful podcast episode or sharing a tip based on their last comment. Tips: use AI to draft follow-up messages, but always personalize. Repurpose your best content for new audiences with AI help. Use polls, quizzes, or free templates to get people into conversations.
And finally, community and social proof. I've found that sharing client wins, testimonials, or even simple screenshots of encouraging DMs can bring new people into your orbit. Recently, I posted a client shout-out in my stories, and 2 new people messaged me asking about working together. Tips: share results with permission in posts and stories. Invite happy clients to comment on your posts or tag you. Run a member spotlight in your group or share a behind-the-scenes win.
Remember, none of these are one and done strategies. The power comes from showing up, being real, and letting your audience know you care. The best part? These leads are often warmer, easier to convert, and more loyal because you've built real trust from the start.
Exactly. Pick one strategy that feels most natural to you and try it this week. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just get out there, connect, and watch what happens.
All right, let's get practical. If you're ready to start seeing results without ads, here's a simple lead generation action plan you can use for the next 7 days. No overwhelm, just small, consistent steps.
And remember, you don't have to do all of these every day. Pick a few that feel natural and fit your audience, and watch how momentum builds over time. Your 1-week organic lead gen plan. Day 1. Engage in 2 to 3 Facebook or LinkedIn groups. Answer a question, drop a valuable comment, or join a collaboration post. Focus on genuine connection, not pitching. Day 2. Start or join a conversation in DMS. Reach out to someone who's engaged with your content recently, thank them, ask about their business, or share a resource you think could help. Day 3. Share a story or behind-the-scenes moment on your feed or in your stories. Focus on something relatable or vulnerable, even a small win or lesson learned. Day 4. Post a poll or question to spark engagement. This could be on your profile, in a group, or your Facebook group if you run one. Invite comments, not just likes. Day 5. Highlight a client win, testimonial, or positive comment. If you're new, share a past result or even something you've helped a peer accomplish. Tag or shout out others where appropriate. Day 6. Follow up with 2 to 3 people you connected with earlier in the week. Send a genuine check-in, offer value, or suggest a next step, like a coffee chat or free training. Day 7. Reflect and celebrate. Look back at the connections you made, any wins or new conversations, and post a quick week in review or gratitude post. Invite your audience to share what worked for them.
The magic is in the consistency and the intention behind every step. Even if you have just 10 minutes a day, you can make a real impact because you're focused on relationships, not just numbers.
And if you try this plan, we'd love to hear your results. Come share your biggest win or aha moment in our Facebook group. It's the best place to get feedback, encouragement, and maybe even your next collaboration partner.
All right, let's spend some real talk time on the biggest mistakes and myths we see around organic lead generation. Because honestly, most of us have fallen for at least a couple of these. And you're not alone if you recognize yourself here.
Let's start with the first one. If I just show up, the leads will come. I used to believe this myself. Post consistently, offer value, and just wait for my inbox to fill up. But the reality? Most people are watching quietly. They might love your content, but it takes an extra step from you to invite them into a real conversation. The best leads often come from starting a DM, asking a question, or inviting someone to a coffee chat.
That's such a good point. It's easy to think that selling means sitting back and hoping people notice, when really service driven outreach is key. Which brings us to mistake number 2, spamming instead of serving. We've all seen those, "Hey girl, join my program" messages out of the blue. It's uncomfortable and it doesn't work. True connection means listening first, building a relationship, and sharing your offer in context. When you start by serving, your invitations land better and feel more natural.
Next up, thinking you need a huge audience. There's this myth that you need 10,000 followers, a big list, or to go viral to make sales. Not true. Some of our best clients and referrals have come from small, close-knit groups, or even tiny workshops. Focus on building deep relationships, not just chasing numbers.
And let's talk about being everywhere at once. We see this all the time. Trying to post daily on every platform, show up in a dozen groups, be on video, write blogs, and manage a newsletter, all at the same time. It's a recipe for burnout. Instead, pick 1 or 2 platforms where your ideal clients hang out and focus your energy there. You'll actually build more authority and trust that way.
Another big one, perfectionism. I've delayed sharing my offer or even posting something because it wasn't quite ready. Truth is, people connect with real, imperfect action way more than polished perfection. Progress beats perfect every single time.
Here's a bonus myth. If someone doesn't respond right away, they're not interested. Sometimes it takes people a while to warm up. Maybe they're busy, maybe they need to see your content a few more times, or maybe they're just not ready yet. Don't take a slow reply personally, and don't be afraid to follow up with genuine care.
Last but not least, giving up too soon. Organic lead gene is about planting seeds, not hunting for quick wins. Nurture your network, keep showing up, and trust that your efforts will pay off, even if the results aren't instant.
If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or second guessing your every move, you're in great company. Everyone goes through it. But the more you focus on connection, service, and action instead of overthinking, the easier it gets.
Stay patient, focus on progress, and celebrate every tiny win along the way. You're building a business that lasts, and that's worth the effort.
Let's turn all this strategy into action. This week, pick one organic lead gen approach we covered, whether it's starting a DM conversation, sharing a client win, joining a collaboration thread, or posting a vulnerable story, and try it out.
Remember, you don't have to do everything at once. Start with what feels easiest or most exciting. The key is just to start. Even one genuine connection can open the door to more opportunities, clients, and collaborations than any paid ad ever could.
And we'd love to hear how it goes. Come share your wins, questions, or even your challenges in our Facebook group. Limitless Leads, AI, and Business Growth Strategies. It's a supportive space where you can get feedback, new ideas, and the kind of encouragement every entrepreneur needs.
Plus, you'll find our free resources, including the one-week lead gen checklist, AI content prompts, and so much more. Let's celebrate your progress and support you every step of the way.
So, what's your action step this week? Let us know in the group and let's build real momentum together.